All right, let's dive right in. Today we're going on a pretty epic journey. Not across some ancient land, but through that vast, powerful, and let's be honest, often untamed territory that is your own mind. We're going to learn how to master it, and we're framing this whole quest as taming a legendary dragon.
And that quote right there, that's what this is all about. It's this powerful reminder that the real treasure in life, the thing that lasts, it isn't gold or jewels. It's a mind that's focused, resilient, and ready to adapt. So yeah, the stakes are high, but the rewards are absolutely timeless.
I mean, just think about that for a second. What if you actually had the ability to consciously shift your mental state, to turn away from all that noise, the anxiety, the distraction, and dial directly into a frequency of pure clarity and focus? Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into.
Okay, so if you're going to tame a dragon, you first have to understand it, right? So let's start by getting to know this incredible instrument that we all have, your dragon brain.
So what is this dragon brain exactly? Well, the core idea is pretty simple. Your mind isn't just some bucket for thoughts. It's a dynamic, powerful receiver. And just like an old-school radio, yes you, have the power to tune it. You can actually learn to change the channel, to move away from all that static, and consciously pick the frequency of focus and power you want to be on. Every hero's journey has its monsters, and ours is no different. So, our first trial is a battle against a very, very common and incredibly cunning beast.
Imagine this, a creature so persistent that for every one task you knock out, two more seem to just spring up in its place. This thing, it feeds on delay, and it absolutely thrives on hesitation. Sound a little too familiar?
Yeah, this monster has a name we all know, procrastination. But it also has a secret scientific weapon, and it's called temporal discounting. This is our brain's completely natural and, let's face it, super frustrating habit of saying, you know what, I'll take that small, easy win right now, thanks, instead of putting in the work for that huge, life-changing goal way off in the future.
And hey, if you feel like you're the only one fighting this battle, just take a look at these numbers. You are so not alone. This isn't some personal failing, it's a shared human thing. A 2024 study found that a staggering 85% of us are stuck in this trap, choosing those little tasks over our major goals. The Hydra's reach is wide, for sure.
So, how do we fight back? With a surprisingly simple but really powerful weapon, the 2-minute rule. Here's the trick. Step 1, you find the tiniest possible first action. I'm talking 2 minutes or less. So instead of write the report, it's open the document. Then, step 2, you just commit. You begin, no hesitation. And that leads to step 3, where you ride that little wave of momentum. Because we all know, just getting started is the hardest part. Okay, so once we've got a handle on the Hydra, there's another beast waiting for us. And this one's a product of our modern world, and it's constantly trying to lure us away with the promise of instant gratification.
This beast, it's fueled by something called the dopamine hijack. See, every notification, every endless scroll, it gives our brain this tiny little hit of dopamine. And over time, that actually weakens the part of your brain that's responsible for long-term focus. The way to fight back is dopamine fasting. It's basically just turning off that fire hose of easy dopamine hits. You can start small. Just schedule like a tech-free hour every day. No phone, no pings. Just let your brain recalibrate and get its deep focus back.
All right, we've faced the monsters. Now it's time to build our own power. Time for the training montage. Let's see how we build this thing up. So the first discipline we need to master is learning to harness our focus the same way a dragon harnesses its fire. This isn't about just trying harder. No, it's about directing your mental energy with intense, laser-like precision onto one single point.
And how long does this training actually take? Well, the research points to about 66 days on average. That's how long it takes to literally forge a new neural pathway in your brain to make a new behavior feel automatic. So it's not an overnight fix. It's a commitment.
But okay, what happens after day 66? How do you make sure these new habits actually stick for good? Well, the key is to keep evolving. First, you expand the scope. That 10-minute walk becomes a 20-minute jog. Then you layer new habits on top, maybe pairing that mindfulness practice with journaling. And this is crucial, you have to reflect on your growth.
Actually look back and see how far you've come.
Now for our final training technique. This is a really cool concept called psychological vaccination. It's pretty much what it sounds like. Small, deliberate encounters with stress actually train your mind to handle the big stuff later. It's literally like giving your mind a vaccine against future adversity, making you truly battle-tested.
So we've trained our inner dragon. Now it's time to claim our reward. But this isn't some dusty hoard of gold. Nope. It's a treasure trove of modern tools, all designed to help us maintain this newfound power.
This modern-day hoard is all about using technology to our advantage. Think of these tools like magical artifacts for your quest. You've got your wearable oracles like Aura and Fitbit, giving you the real story on your sleep and stress. You've got AI tutors that act like personal mentors. And then there are even neurofeedback devices that let you directly train your brain's own self-regulation. Pretty cool stuff.
And this really brings us to the final and maybe most important idea. This whole journey, it isn't about a single final victory. It's about embracing the long game. It's a dance, you know? A rhythm of constantly refining, building resilience, and just adapting to whatever life throws at you. It's about seeing time not as an enemy, but as an incredible opportunity for growth.
So, as we wrap this up, the power is truly in your hands now. You understand the instrument, you've got the weapons to fight the monsters, and you know the training regimen. Your dragon brain is tuned in. It's waiting for your command. So the only question left is, what channel are you going to choose?